Right now, we're going to be playing a game. The game is on Bravo Zone. I'm going to pull it up. It's going to take me just a moment. And we're going to be using not your typical like Jeopardy game or something like that. I'm using what's called Tally. And Tally is just a way for you to ask questions or answer questions that you might want people to know about, but it's not a full-on game. But it does utilize gamification because it's a competition. You're with other people, you're competing against them. All right, so let's take a look at our game. Let's see what we got going on here. You are going to be automatically put into one of these groups. So go ahead and use that QR code. And is it allowing you to get in? Yes. Well, two people are successful and they're on my team. I would just like to say the first two people to get in are on my team. It may be that they're just coming through slowly. There's a lot of us. There's over 100 of us in here. So it just takes a hot minute.
Yes, Donna, there are 4 colors. I'm team red and team blue, and Becky is team green and team yellow.
And the crowd went wild. Woo! If you're on any of my teams, you have a much higher rate of answering the questions right. So the questions that I'm going to be asking you about are 3 are related to Zoom fatigue or statistics around Zoom. And then 1 is a game within the game. So it's a fun game. Some people call it Through the Green Door. I'm calling it the private island because that just sounds funner to me, more funner. All right. So I'm going to wait just another second, see if we can get a couple more people on, and then we're going to start our questions. If you don't get in time, you can put your answer into the meeting chat. All right. Are you ready? Get set. Here we go. Oh, I need to start the session. Here we go. All right. For 100, the culprit for Zoom fatigue is which of the following? Try to start with a softball, make everyone feel good about themselves for a hot minute. And we're going to close this poll in 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Ooh, we got some different answers going on. Zoom fatigue, slow internet. Yes, slow internet is annoying and it doesn't always allow you to fully engage, but it doesn't necessarily create the Zoom fatigue. Same with non-verbal verbal overload. Although you see my gestures and that can be annoying, it's not as bad as fully lecture-based teaching. I guess it is. It is non-verbal. There you go. Lecture-based teaching is also on there, so like pretty high up there. All right. So let's see. 200 points. I would like to say that your team is winning. You're headed to an island. This is my favorite. I love this one. You can bring your friend Anna, but you cannot bring your friend Kelsey. And Kelsey's on. I'm sorry, Kelsey. I didn't know you were going to be on. You can bring a pineapple, but not an orange. What else can you bring along? So go ahead and make a guess.
Hey, Becky, while people are trying to answer this, there are several that are saying that they're unable to select. So you do need to select, and then down at the bottom of your screen, you need to hit submit.
Sarah, it was all grayed out. Like I couldn't even select. I saw the submit button, but it wouldn't even, I just came out of it. Okay. It wouldn't even let me hit anything on my phone.
Okay, so sometimes you need to refresh, but if it's not working, just go into the chat and put your answer in. You can write the letter A, B, C, or D, because we'll know the answer. All right, we're going to close this in 3, 2, and 1. All right, so we have several different answers. Other friends is incorrect. Swimsuit, wouldn't that be nice? But no, flip-flops, not happening. The answer is puppy. Can anyone guess why? Lexi's like, yes, I know.
Because Anna has a double N Pineapple has a double P and puppy has a double P.
There you go. And pineapple, yes. So anything with a double letter is allowed to go to the island. Excellent. So there you see it. The secret to this game is not really a secret. Now, this is just one example. You could do, for instance, coming to the island, I can invite Sarah and I can also invite Suzanne, but William, I cannot invite. Well, that's the S, and S is the beginning of the letter, right? Anything that starts with S can go. To make it a little more difficult, you could do the end, like the last letter of the word has to start with that letter. So I can bring with me a tent, C-T-E-N-T, and I can also bring a typewriter or a tightrope or whatever, has to just start with T because that's the last letter of the word. So you can do this in lots of different ways, but I think it's fun. So you can like check that out. All right. Well, Red can log in. It looks like you can because they have 34. Sarah Blue is at 55. Becky Orange took the lead away from Green Becky with 75 points. Excellent job, my teams. And we are going to actually select one person from the chat and we're going to use the leaderboard. We're going to take a look at who our highest leader is, and they're going to be winning a prize as well. So it pays to participate. Seeing blank constantly on screen is tiring. I should have put my name, Becky. That would have been funny. And then if people picked it, I'd be like, loser. All right, we're going to close this out. Seeing people's background, it depends on what their background is, but yes, can be very annoying. Social connections, no one put that. Attention span, you know, seeing someone's attention span, maybe they're not paying attention, perhaps. Seeing yourself is, says, the correct answer. That's why we let people turn on and off their cameras. I'm going to always have my camera on. Well, except for when I'm showing a video or something like that. If there's a reason to not have it on, that's one thing, but otherwise I have it on. And there are times when I'll say, everybody turn on your webcams, let's do hand motions together, or let's whatever, fill in the blank. We're about to go into breakout rooms. Turn your camera on now so that you don't have to figure it out how to do it later. Those types of things are, I would definitely say, turn them on, but there is Zoom fatigue with that, both looking at people's pictures, but also seeing yourself. You can hide yourself in some of the different webinar platforms as well. I don't choose to do that because people have forgotten that their camera's on, just saying. I've seen some things, and it's because they don't have their camera on to remember, or they've hidden their camera, so they forget that it's on. So just something you consider. Oh, Becky Green took the lead. We're winning. That's right. Blank is much higher in Zoom chats because nonverbal communication is more demanding. By the way, this question is worth 400 points. So it's anyone's chance here. Lisa, hi, Lisa Marie. Do you think seeing participants is a way to connect? Absolutely. Manager learner questions or reactions similar to how we did in live sessions? Yes, I would definitely say it does. So yeah, I mean, I'm going to have participants on. I just don't make them be on the entire time. When you're going into small groups and breakout rooms, always have them turn on their camera. In Zoom, if I'm showing you my screen, everyone looks this big in the room. So I might leave this screen on with directions for all of like 30 seconds, 15 seconds, so that people know what to do once they're in there. And then I turn them off so that they can see each other much larger. And it does build that rapport, that connection, more so than the postage stamp that we are right now. So just keep in mind, when do you want it on? Is there a reason why? Is it purposeful? Are you creating connections? specifically by having them on, or are we just having them on to make sure that they're on so that they can get credit for the class, kind of a thing? I know that some people have to have everybody's on. So it's not an option, but let's see. Only one of these is right. Research shows that there's not something, I mean, we don't call it memory load, just saying. All right. Blank is much higher in Zoom chats because nonverbal communication is more demanding. Well, if nonverbal is more demanding, we're going to be looking at our cognitive, because you're critically thinking, you're looking at everyone, you're trying to memorize their faces, you're trying to look at their names, especially if you're presenting. You're trying to say, okay, I know who these people are, but if I were to see them out on the street, would I know? It's like I'm memorizing names, even in a virtual setting. I'm trying to remember who's who, so that, and especially what they might put in the chat area. So if I don't remember people's names or faces, then how am I going to connect back to when so-and-so said what? That kind of a thing. All right. Do you have Canva Pro? Okay. What do you use for QR codes? I personally use, let's give the answers here and then I'll show you what I use. Survey says Team Becky Green. Winners are in the house. That's right. But Sarah's red team had a close second. And then our orange team is coming in third. Let's see who won it all together. Ruth G. Ruth G, you are the winner of some music. So Sarah is going to private chat you to get your email, and you'll be receiving that certificate in your email. I highly recommend doing that right away, or you'll forget, and then you'll try to find your certificate. And so I just recommend doing that today, just so you have it right away. All right, excellent. I can also look at questions and I can see, oh, did I put in a revisit question and like only 5% of the people got it? That's probably not a well-written question, or I didn't cover the content well enough. And so that can help you, kind of have an idea. Another thing to think about in games, if people answer within 12 seconds, you know that they know the answer to that question, if it's a question about content. If it takes longer than 12 seconds, then they're guessing, or they're kind of stuck between two answers. So the activity that we just did, I could put a timer on, and I could put the timer on for 12 seconds and have that timer start when I'm done reading the question. And in some cases, the timer starts right away. So what I'm going to do is how long does it take me to read the statement, and then add 12 seconds to that. So we just know that 12 seconds is that magic number. If you answer it quickly, then we know you know what we're doing. So that can be another way for you to assess your learners on any given activity when people answer. So well done. Congratulations. Let's cheer. Oh, we'll cheer away. You all did such a great job.